And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. It's Friday! What's up, everyone? Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Friday. Yes, it's only one win, not a big deal. But hey, it's the end of the week, man. It's Friday. Why not be in a better mood? And hey, and we got a win out of it. Mark, I'm sorry. Armand, I'm sorry. But Giants come out with a win. You know, I tell you what was big about this win? Doesn't mean they're going anywhere. No, it doesn't mean. But you just take it a game at a time. You know, you root for your team. You want to see success, right? You want to see success. Hey, there's Gary. He was live at the game today over at Citi Field. There you go. Exactly. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make, Gary. Great way to start a weekend. Awesome, man. It looked like it was a beautiful night there in the city. So you're going to have to give us a report and let us know what the vibe was like in Citi Field there. Gary, that's awesome. But again, take it game by game just to see what happens. What I was trying to say, what was important about this win, guys? Cliff. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Cliff. They didn't let the trade deadline get them down, right? Yesterday, the Giants, they traded away a bunch of guys, right? Well, before the trade deadline, you had Tyler Rogers went to the Mets. Yesterday, they let go of Yaz, the longest tenured Giant up to this point, sent him to Kansas City. And then we traded our closer to the New York Yankees. And, the team could have just said, you know what? The hell with it. I'm packing it in. But they came out and they fought, man. You know what? I'll give them credit. Robbie Ray went out there, pitched a hell of a game. Started leaking oil there at the end. Defense was good, right? Luke Casey was pitching a good game, but look, as it is with baseball, once you put the ball in play, anything can happen. Had a bad ricochet and wasn't able to turn a ready-made double play. So, yeah, it sucked. It sucked, guys. All right, hold on. Let me see what we got here real quick. All right, there is Gary says, great weather. Mets fan left me alone. Hey, right on. Right on. All right, guys. Hey, real quick. I'll be right back. Glenn is still on location. He was having some adventures on the subway in Chicago. So anyways, guys, give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. But again, came out with a little bit of fight. Robbie Ray, like I said, came out, pitched a really good game. Bullpen was okay, even minus Tyler Rogers. Duvall, well, whatever. Duvall is Duvall. Alex makes a good point, says they seemed a bit relaxed. And then maybe there is something to that. You know, when you don't have that pressure anymore, maybe you're playing a little bit more loose. Maybe, right? Play a little bit more loose, and good things can happen. The key thing is they got some key hit. They had some situational hitting today. Situational hitting. When you had some guys in scoring position, they didn't do it every time, but when they had guys in scoring position, they were able to get a couple of hits. They were 3 for 14. So they had a few. It was enough. You wish it was a little bit more than 3 for 14, but they were able to get a few key hits. Devers, unfortunately, Devers, man, he's in some doldrums right now, man. He's scuffling, right? Devers is most definitely scuffling. What is it? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? You know, baseball players, they go through that. You're going to go through times where you're just not seeing it. You're striking out. We'll see what happens. Just give them some damn time. Let's see what happens. All players go through it. They weren't ass. Let's go. Yeah, well, that pretty much covers it, right? Pretty much covers it. Let me see what we got here. Oh, okay. What's up, Jay? And yes, Senior, the losing streak is over. Finally. The worst losing streak of the year, and it comes at the most inopportune time, right? I think Kai Wei Tang pitches tomorrow, Webb. Kai Wei Tang, I believe, is taking the mound, as they say. But yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Mark is going to the game on Sunday. Hopefully Lindor and Soto will get their head out of their rectum. Wow. Look at that. Some harsh words for two of your stalwart Mets there, Mark. If I'm not mistaken, I think Gary, he's going to be there as well. Gary from New York Giants Preservation Society. He will be there Sunday as well. Says Luke Casey, tough break. Ball hit his foot. Sure double play. McRae still can't hit. Strikeout waiting to happen. Our right fielder, yeah. The right fielder is not on the roster. I get what he's saying. In other words, the right field is a work in progress. The Giants have yet to find who is going to be the everyday right fielder. All right. Justin donates $2 says, hey, Doval, I hope you enjoy losing to Boston soon. I like that. Now, that was funny. There we go. D. Almeida. Sorry, I missed yours here from the get-go. $5. Thank you, sir. Yes, first Casey hit is a 2-run home run. And Doval got his cheek slapped in Miami. Yeah. Anyone else notice the energy in the dugout today seemed way better? Yeah, right? It did. It did. Maybe it was a wake-up call. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not in the clubhouse. I have no idea the dynamic of what is going on in the San Francisco Giants clubhouse. But again, it just seemed a little bit more loose. And the Giants had a little bit of success. Look, does it mean anything going forward? No, it doesn't. But it's just nice. Hey, I'm still rooting for the Giants, man. I'm not gonna sit there and come on here and say, nah, the hell with them. You know, it's the team. There's still 2 months of baseball left. Let's see what happens. Orange Man, what's up, Caesar? I'm glad Yaz is gone. Dude sucked for 3 years. Just awful. Look, Yaz, right. I mean, his bat just did not play. In the beginning of the season, it was fantastic. Over this last, month, he just could not get nothing done, man. He couldn't do nothing. Great glove, right? We all say, I'm not going to disparage his defense. His defense is fantastic. So it sucks to lose his defense, but I don't miss the bat. No, I don't. Mark donates $10. Thank you. 5. Mark, I don't know what you're trying to say, man. I don't want you to waste $10 on just saying $5. Now, hopefully you didn't mistype or something, Mark. If you say something, I'll bring your chat up. Oh my gosh. Sometimes that'll happen. Oh man. Cliff says they're loose because they don't have to worry about being traded, or because they've thrown in a towel, or it's just the pressure is gone, right? Maybe. Hey, look at that. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Awesome. Producer Ryan out there taking care of me over here at Giant Sports Talk Live. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Mark, another $10. I screwed up. Dude, you don't have to donate. Hey, you donated $20. You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't keep messing up, man. Much appreciated, though. But yeah, Ryan, dude, you're awesome. Thank you, sir. I hope Lucchese's foot is okay. Ah, man, he took a liner right off the freaking foot. I know. Yeah, because again, that was a ready-made double play. Am I going to do any? Yeah, why not? I'll throw out the link. Sure. Why not? I'll throw out the link. Just give me a minute here. All right, here, let's do this. Let's get this done.
Now, today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
All right, the final in extras goes 10 innings. Giants, good guys, 4. Mets, bad guys, 3. Giants improved to 55-55. We're back to 500, guys. Woo! Back to 500. All right, right on. Giants, 4 runs on 10 hits. They hit the ball today. No errors, clean defense, good pitching. How about that? Good pitching, good defense, timely hitting equals a win. Imagine that. Mets only managed 3 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. So the Giants pitching took care of business, man. Walker, hey, let's talk about Walker. He got the win. He did not allow a base runner. Holy crap, you guys are bringing in the damn super chats. Give me a minute and I'll get right to him. Thank you, guys. But didn't allow a base runner, guys. How about that? When's the last time Ryan Walker didn't allow a base runner, whether it was a walk or a hit? He had a clean inning today. Good for him, man. Diaz gets the loss. He's now 5-1. And Rodriquez, our newest closer, Randy Rodriguez, Ranrod, got the save. Dude, we'll talk about that save. Ramos was 1 for 4. 2 strikeouts. Devers 1 for 5 with 4. He had the golden sombrero. Again, he's scuffling. Devers is scuffling right now, but he'll get out of it. Adames, a rare 0-4 night. Chapman 0-4. Flores had 2 hits today, had to come out of the game. Hopefully nothing too serious with Wilmer. Again, I just love his approach. Koss came in and pitch ran for him. Dominic Smith. I tell you what, even though Robbie Ray had a fantastic game, how about Dom Smith coming out against Edwin Diaz and gets a nice base hit up the middle? My God. Oh, he's a hitter, right? A hitter. You don't have to swing out of your shoes, man. You got a guy over there on third base, I think it was, right? Yeah, on third base. Adames is on third base. All you got to do is find a little bit of grass, and that's what he did. He took a pitch right up the middle, got that run in the 10th, and that's all the Giants needed. Man, that was a huge, we could say player of the game, right? We could say player of the game for Dom Smith, even though it was only 1 hit, but it was a key hit. Schmidt with a 1 for 4 with a nice double down the line that got the Giants on the board. Lee had a hit today. Matos had a hit. McRae 0-4 with 2 strikeouts. And Bailey 2 hits today. All right, there we go. 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. You wish it was a little bit better, but it was enough. Ray goes 7, allows only 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, only 1 earned run. Robbie Ray taking care of business, guys. Taking care of business for Robbie Ray. Good for him, man. Absolutely good for him. Freaking he was dealing. That 7th inning got a little bit weird, but he got through it. Luke Casey came in for a 3rd, but I'm telling you, he gave up 2 hits, right? But one of those hits was a ready-made double play. Unfortunately, it hit him. It ricocheted. And, yeah. Mets were able to take advantage. Puto came in for his debut, his Giants debut. Pitched 2/3, didn't allow a hit and walked 1. Walker, as I talked about a bit ago, because he got the win, a nice, clean inning. I like to see a lot of zeros. I mean, you want to see strikeouts, but zeros will work. And then Randy Rodriguez, he walked 1, but then he had a huge strikeout to end the game and get the Giants a victory. Look at that. That was freaking awesome, man. Awesome. All right, let's get some super chats out of the way here. Rob Ivan donates $2, says, prayers to Greg Papa. Yes, sir. Hopefully he gets through that, man. It was announced today. If you guys don't know, he announced it on KMBR, I believe. I think it's on Twitter as well. He's fighting cancer, guys. So, guys, make sure you guys have thoughts and prayers for Greg Papa out there. You don't want to see that happen to anybody. And again, Greg, thoughts and prayers to you, my friend. Hopefully you get pulled through this, man. I know you got this. Right on. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. Jay Case comes in with $20, dude. Good God. $20 from Jay. Big supporter. Thank you, sir. Wait. Duvall really blew the save in New York, or I said for New York already. Yes. Headline, Yanks do something they haven't done in 85 years. A little bit later, we'll have to play a little bit of Big Nick Turturro. He lost his shit. Can you imagine why? Jay, yes. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Fuji with $2. Randy can go on the mound tomorrow if needed. Don't know. I don't know. That's something that we're gonna have to see. Yes, Dallas fleeced. Oh man, I love it. Right? All these New York fans, we fleeced the Giants. Yeah, sure. You have no idea what you're getting, New York Giants, New York Yankees fans. You have no idea what you're getting. I tweeted Nick. I said, "Hey, man, you better strap in. you don't know what you're getting, man." And then when he had that meltdown earlier today, I said, "I tried to warn you." Oh my gosh, Awesome. Thanks, Jay. You're freaking awesome. Hell of a supporter. Appreciate it. Kyle from the McTiernan clan. Unite the clans. Unite them. What's up, Kyle? Everything's going good, Kyle. Appreciate that. Hopefully everything is good with you up there. And Chico. Right on. How's the homecoming, man? You got to be close to being done, right? You got to be close to being done. Joey coming in with some jokes. Tomorrow we all get a drink of Tang. You guys remember Tang? Remember who developed Tang? Who developed Tang? Does anyone know? Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Come on. Don't Google it. Who developed Tang? Let's see who's the first one to answer. Joshua! Winner, chicken dinner. Joshua came in first, guys. Jay Farrell, Senior, PMG, Armand, Turd. Yeah, there we go. NASA. There you go. Guys are on it. You guys are on it. No fool in this chat. We got a high IQ chat in here. For some of you. Gary goes, bottom of the 10th from my seat. Alonso looked like he went all the way around, which should have ended the game. Not being a homer, but no replay. If I'm wrong, let me know. You are correct. That was a swing. That was a freaking swing, but what are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it, right? Can't do anything about it. Eric, it's a wrestling and baseball weekend for me and my son. WrestleMania. No. I believe it's SummerSlam. SummerSlam, Mark. And then, of course, Mets on Sunday. There you go. Who developed Gatorade? Michael Jordan. Be like Mike. All right. It's all good, Mark. It's all good. Doval gets thrown off by a bad call and then gives up the save. Well, hey, what do you expect from Doval? Come on. This is Doval we're talking about here. We're talking about Doval here, man. We all know what's Doval's about, right? Come on. All of us Giants fans. Are we really sad that Doval went? Look, nothing against the guy personally, but let's talk about it. As far as him as a closer, are we really missing Camilo Doval? Let's be honest. For me, I'm not. Yes, did he have his moments? Sure, he had his moments. But overall, am I saying we're going to miss him? No. I don't think so. Armand. Hey, Armand. Much appreciation from yesterday, man. You stuck in with me yesterday. For you guys don't know, did almost a 5-hour live stream yesterday with the trade deadline. Armand was with me the entire way, man. Much appreciation to you, Armand. That was freaking awesome. You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. Man, that was awesome. And look, there was a shit ton of activity yesterday, right? Hey, absolutely, Armand. Anytime, man. There was a lot going on, man. If you're a baseball fan, dude, yesterday was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Awesome. Oh, yeah, there you go. Armand, he's going to be at the game. You're going to be there Sunday? Going to be there Sunday? Webb, what's going on? I'm Eric. Can you? Oh, sure. Yeah, why not? I'll throw out the link. Why not? Let's see what we got here, guys. I'll throw out the link. You guys want to come in? You want to vent? Got a Mets fan. For those of you who are joining, got a Mets fan. Armand, he is a huge Mets fan. For those of you who come to the show often, Armand is a huge New York Mets fan. So there we go. Mark said, I watched an hour of the show. Hey, right on, man. Right on. Appreciate the support, Mark. Just say, hey, just on here having some damn fun, right? That's all we're doing. Hopefully we were going to see a little bit more from the Giants, but hey, it is what it is. A lot of teams went out there and got a lot of work done. The Yankees. The Yankees. Come on, man. Oh, the Yankees. That was classic. I'm going to have to play that a little bit. Let me know. You guys want me to play the Nick Turturro video now, or do you want me to wait a little bit? Because it's classic. It's classic. His tweets are fantastic. All right. Without further ado, let's bring in Armand again. Armand, what's up, man?
Hey, Eric. Thank you again for having me. And
you bet. Hey, a little bit of turnabout is fair play. You swept us in Oracle Park. We go to Citi Field. We take the first one.
Yeah, so, this offense is abysmal. I stayed home. I did not go to SmackDown. I decided to stay home. And
really?
Yeah. I decided, I wanted to see if Mullins was going to play, start the game. He didn't. They had Tyrone in, even though Mullins does hit lefties well. And I wanted to see if Mendoza would use the new guys. And when would he use them?
Gotcha.
My biggest pet peeve. You know how I said the Giants and the Mets, similar with runners in scoring position? Tonight, 1 for 7, the Mets. 9 left on base. And they only had 2 extra base hits tonight. McNeil double and the Alonso home run. This offense is abysmal. This game should have never went to extras. This game should have ended in the 9th inning.
Hey, man, it sucks. Hey, I'll tell you what, though, Robbie Ray, he looked pretty damn good out there, much better than his last couple of outings. Look, and that's the thing with pitching. Sometimes you're going to have it, sometimes you're not. Today, Ray had it. So that was good.
I mean, both had it. I mean, the umpire
Peterson
wasn't that great either. He had a very tight strike zone.
He
had a few bad calls that pitches off the plate that should have been balls that were strikes.
Right.
My team, my Mets, me and Mark's Mets, they work the count and they take pitches down the middle that get strikes. And they swing underneath the ball and strike out. It's just abysmal.
Yep. I mean, I saw that in the very beginning. Robbie Ray, he had a nice painted pitch on the outside, and it was clearly in the zone, and it was a ball, and then all of a sudden you can see Ray kind of just what was that?
Like any pitcher would.
Right.
The 10th inning, Brandon Nimmo and Juan Soto. 2 pitches up in the zone. You swing and pop up. Brandon Nimmo, I'm sorry. The 10th inning, we're down 1. Your job, not move Mullins over. Bun him over. Pull the ball. Can we do a hit and run, please? And Mendoza, why are you pinch hitting Brett Beatty, who is ice cold, for Mark Vientos in the situation?
Yeah. Come on the Fitzposey. Lucchese's fine. The ball hit him off the freaking foot, man. What's he supposed to do? All right, guys. Without further ado.
And where Adames was, if that ball doesn't go off,
that's a double play.
It's a double play.
It's a double play. Yeah, he would have been out of the inning. It would have stayed 3-1. But what are you going to do? Hey, Mike, I see you down there. Here, give me a minute here. All right, let's take a listen to Nick Turturro. He's got a couple other ones that he shared. Let's take a listen. Let's see how Yankees fans feel about their new bullpen.
You cannot fucking make it up. You cannot fucking make it up. You lose 13-12. Every guy that got imploded. You can't make it fucking up.
All right, let's see. He had his buddy on here. Let's take a listen to this.
This was the worst game I think I've ever seen. I can't believe this. The Yankees trolled, bro. These niggas is sorry, bro. They're so sorry. I can't believe this shit, man. Every single person acquired yesterday failed, bro. Horribly. I can't believe this, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You can't
Please.
make this up, bro. There's no way. There's no way. This shit's the sickest joke. Everybody must be in on it. Maybe I'm not.
I love it. I love it. Fleece, right? We got fleeced.
Fleece. You
Yeah,
wanna
Giants
laugh?
got fleeced, right? Get out of here. No
I
way.
warned my friend at work today. I said, he's like, Camilo Duval. I said, Camilo Duval has command issues and is going to blow a game. I said, watch. I warned him. Now, here's an interesting tweet. This is about Jake Bird, who they got from the Rockies.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. You're not going to know everybody's stats, splits, and everything. Jake Bird splits this year. 2.48 ERA at Coors Field. That is fantastic. Everywhere else, 7.40 ERA.
Love it. Love it. Hey, I'm going to bring in Mike Val. He popped in here. Kyle, I'll get you here in a second. Mike, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on?
It's going, man.
How's
What
it
you been
going,
up
fellas? Nice to meet you, New York.
to? All right.
You got Tyler Rogers. You got Tyler Rogers, okay?
We didn't even use him today.
Tyler Rogers. Well, no, but I saw him in the bullpen. He looked
Yeah, they
sharp
were
in
warming him
a
up.
New York
He was
uniform.
warming
Ice
him up
cold.
for extra innings after
He was
Diaz.
warming up for the 10th, right? Or no, not the 10th, the 11th.
He looked ice cold. You got a good pitcher there. I think he's one of the best pitchers in
Yeah, you're going to like
Major League
Tyler.
Baseball history. As far as the relievers go, undersung hero here in San Francisco really has a knack for getting a defense to play, make the play at home depth, because so many balls get hit like 2 feet in front of home plate. You're just going to be astounded by that. On the other hand, Camilo Duvall is another one of my favorite players. So,
Sorry.
well,
I'm sorry.
how about a New York World Series? And I got to break it to you, Eric. I got to break it to you.
It
Like,
could, hey, you know,
I'll
there's a
give it
possibility
to those guys. Like, I'd like to see that.
That would be cool. See another Subway Series. That would be pretty damn cool. Hey, Mike, what did you think of the team tonight? You think they played a little bit looser today? It seemed like I don't know. What'd you think?
I thought Robbie Ray went in there and said, well, I didn't get traded yesterday. And, I'm kind of a Cy Young candidate. And he had a couple moves I liked, but he got through his stuff. And when Randy Rodriquez came into the game, and he's got that hidden ball trick where he's got the deception where the ball's behind his back. It might even be in his left pocket. He's a right-hander.
You know what it's very similar to?
Less than a second later.
Doesn't it kind of a little bit reminiscent of Tim Lincecum? A little bit? Where Tim kept it behind him for a long time?
He's got that to him, doesn't he? I hadn't even thought of that. But Lindsey had that same sort of sway, right?
Yeah, right. He keeps it behind him, and then all of a sudden, here it comes. But with Randy, and how about that last strike? He pumps it up to 100 miles an hour. Dude, that was freaking.
And that was like the L1 on his back,
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't go all the way. He just went straight behind him and blew it right past him. That was beautiful.
And you know what I liked about that?
And I thought,
because what did that guy do to him in Oracle
Pete Alonso
Park?
swing.
Pete Alonso swing. But that last guy, it was
Pete Alonso
Mauricio.
swing.
What did Mauricio do to freaking Rodriguez in Oracle Park? He threw him that slider down and in, and he took him deep. This time, it's like, okay, you're not going to beat me. You here's my fastball. See if you can hit it. And he just pumped him in. Boom, 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 boom. It was awesome. Love that.
So he got him in response.
A fastball hitter than a breaking ball hitter.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mauricio is a more of a, oh man, he didn't even come close to that thing. Didn't even come close. But man, I tell you, it was
that at the knees, right? The center cut. That was the thing of beauty. And we're used to seeing guys, strike out occasionally on the high strike three.
Mm-hmm.
But that was country hardball, and I did dig that.
Hardball.
So
exactly, perfect explanation. And I like Mark. Mark says mano y mano, man. That's what it was. Come on, man. Here's my shit. Let's see if you can hit it.
Hand in hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's just the beauty of the game. That's what I love about baseball, right? Because the way it works, right? It's mano y mano. It's pitcher versus hitter, right? And then once the ball is put into play, the team comes together and they gotta figure out a way to get that out if they can. It's just, I just love the poetry of baseball. Is this? I love it, dude. I can't get enough of freaking baseball. It's awesome. And then when you have big moments like that, it's awesome.
So what do you think about Juan Soto being in New York?
Oh, Armand, I think he's talking to you.
Your other Armand.
I loved it when he came here,
Soto,
but he is absolutely abysmal with runners in scoring position this year.
Okay. So all right, I get it. No big deal. I can't say. But
it's a lot of damn money, man. It's a lot of damn money you guys spend on Soto. You expect a little bit more, right?
I see him and Alonso. Him and Alonso in the lineup, right? And I do see your leadoff hitter as being a player I recognize.
Brandon Nimmo.
And I'm just casual. Yeah. Not Nimmo, but the shortstop.
Lindor's batting second. He was at the start of the season.
Lindor's
he was
batting
the leadoff hitter.
So now it's what? Nimmo, Lindor, Soto,
Alonso.
That's your big four, right? Yeah.
The Fab Four, but my own.
What do you think of
and they suck.
What do you think of team stacking two power hitters at the top of lineups these days?
It's just the way of baseball, right? Isn't it about at bats now? Isn't it all about getting them more at bats? Isn't that what it's about now?
It's from an analytics perspective, the top three hitters get the most at bats, especially late in the game. So you want your best three hitters to come up with runners in scoring position or come up in late in games, tie games or down by one in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're trying to make it more
That's kind of the Barry Bonds rule.
Gotcha. All right. Hey, Mike, we've got a little bit of a delay, so we're going to have to let you go. But hey, man, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, buddy.
My pleasure. Take care.
Take it easy. You too.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. There was Mike Val coming in with talking about the Giants and Mets there. All right. Let's bring in Kyle Soder from the Soder Report. What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Eric?
What's going, man?
Hey, Kyle.
So let's hear what did you feel about the trade deadline? Let's go there first.
I thought it was the right decision. I think it's interesting because the Giants all year they've been considered to be buyers at the trade deadline ever since they got off to that 8-1 start. People sort of had them penciled in as buyers until about a week ago. And then all of a sudden they become the worst team in baseball for a couple weeks and they pivot. So I think it's great that they're willing to pivot to a different plan when things change. I also hope that they have a long-term plan in mind and they're not just being thrown about like a leaf in the wind.
Gotcha. And I tell you what, Kyle, let's talk a little bit about this. What have we seen from the amateur draft until the trade deadline? What do you see? There is definitely a narrative that Buster Posey is trying to establish for the San Francisco Giants. And let's see, do you kind of get an idea of what he's trying to do as far as the hitters are concerned?
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking for hitters who can put the ball in play, don't strike out at a high rate. And I think it's interesting because
Yes.
with that in mind, I expected Drew Gilbert to be the one to get the call up to the major
Yes,
leagues.
so did I. I thought he would get the call up as well.
Grant McRae, he doesn't really fit that mold. He's been striking out 30% of the time at
power
AAA.
strikeout guy, right?
Yeah. He's got 4 great tools, but contact is not one of them. So I'm really interested to see what Posey does with McRae.
Maybe they trade him in an offseason. It's a possibility, right? Because he's got power. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's got ability. I'm not trying to shit on him, but you can't come up and just keep striking out. You just can't. Now, given that against he went up against 2 guys that are pretty damn good. One guy that throws 100, and then he went up against did he go up against the Diaz? I thought he did, right? I'm trying to remember. He went up against, was it? I can't remember. Helsley, that's who it was. Dude, by the way, Helsley, that dude is nasty. That dude is nasty.
Yeah, but they weren't competitive at bats. I think both of them were 3 pitches and he was back to the bench.
Helsley was just, I mean, that slider is a bender, dude. And then you come back with 100? Good luck. Good luck with that one, man. That guy is freaking nasty. That was a good pickup for you guys on the Mets. But yes, back to your point there, Kyle. And I think that's what it is. I think Buster Posey wants guys that just make contact, man. Put the ball in play and see what happens. Look, we already got the quote unquote beef, right? You got Adames, you got Chapman, you got Devers, right? Jung-Hoo Lee should be the kind of guy that's a contact guy, right? But the way Buster Posey drafted and the guys that he got back in return with these trades are contact guys. And look, it's going to do damage, man, because when you put the ball in play, you just never know what's going to happen. And guess what? If you keep making contact, home runs will come. Doesn't mean it's your game. You're not swinging out of your shoes, but if you're out there looking to make contact, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Anyways, where do I want to go now? Oh, were you sad that Yaz left? Kyle.
I sent out a tweet. I'm trying to remember it I'm trying to remember it word for word, but I think it went something like "Ding dong, the witch is dead. Finally, we're free." From a roster with Mike Yastrzemski and Michael Conforto on it. Seeing the Mike Yastrzemski trade was the happiest I had been since Michael Conforto signed with the Dodgers. So, yeah,
exactly.
I'm ecstatic that he's gone and we can move on and try to find out who our long-term answer in right field is.
Did you see in his first at bat he hit a home run today for the Royals?
Yep, a 2-run shot.
Good for him. Good for him.
You know what? Had 1 RBI for the Giants in the last 22, 23 games. And then he goes first game with the Kansas City, hits a 2-run shot. It's like, what? Come on.
He's a free agent, right?
Off of Gosman. Yeah, he's a free agent.
He's going to be a Yankee. I can feel it. I can see a typical Cashman move.
Boston Red Sox fans would be in shambles if he went to the Yankees.
They're losing Grisham to free agency.
They got that short porch, man. Yes, I love that short porch and right, man. There's no doubt about it. All right, let me bring in Justin. He's been sitting out there for a while. Let's bring in Justin. He's our buddy from Massachusetts. What is up, Justin?
Kyle, why did you have to bring up the Yaz to the Yankees rumor?
Yeah, he's our resident Boston Red Sox fan, so yeah.
However, I do want to say this. I do want to say thank you, Dodgers, for beating the Rays for us. Thank you, Royals, for beating the Toronto Blue Jays for us. And hey, Duvall, thank you for sucking so we can move closer to you in the wild card.
Yeah, right. Right. Oh my gosh.
All right, so I'm gonna give my thoughts on what I thought about the Red Sox trades because Eric, Armand, and Kyle, everybody here in Boston's really pissed off at the front office right now.
Oh, really? Why?
Yep.
Why? What did they? What is it that you guys needed the most? Starting pitching? Is that what it was?
We need good pitching. We need some really good pitching, and we need a first base.
What are you talking about? You've got Jordan Hicks.
Dude, I want that guy. I want that guy off my roster now.
Man, see, the Giants are making some damn good moves.
I'm telling you right now. The stupidest thing that we ever did was not suspend the game last Monday night in Minnesota when it was raining because we had to let Jordan Hicks come out for that ninth inning. That was so stupid. But we needed a first baseman. And don't get me wrong, I love Romy and I love Toro, but we need a good first baseman. We didn't get that. We were
You got
going
Dustin
to get
May. And you gave up Tibbs. You got Tibbs for Devers, and now you ship Tibbs to freaking LA.
yeah.
And you got Dustin May.
That was the worst trade ever.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, okay, I like Dustin May. I really do. I don't know. I gotta see how he does against the Royals on Wednesday before I can give him a final grade of this trade.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But the reason why everyone was so pissed off at this Red Sox front office here in Boston is because they were like, well, MLB on Fox gave us false hopes of going to get Joe Ryan because all of a sudden the tweet came out and said like the Red Sox acquired Joe Ryan from the Minnesota Twins. I was like, okay, yes, there's the pitcher, and then all of a sudden we got Dustin May.
Yeah, I saw that. Remember, we were talking about that. Armand said talks are heating up between the Sox and Joe Ryan.
Morosi said that talks are heating
Morosi-
up, but then
yep.
MLB on Fox posted that the trade
Yeah.
happened.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
posted a
they
picture
did.
of Joe Ryan and the Red Sox logo in front of him.
They did,
said,
and then they
Red Sox
deleted
are
it.
Getting Joe Ryan per John Paul Morosi.
And then they deleted it.
If you go on Twitter, you'll see the guy you showed, Josie, the Yankee fan.
Yeah, yeah.
He was doing a stream. He screamed because he saw the same poster, the same tweet. Carabas, the Red Sox Nation, they saw the it was. Then they had to delete it because they got the
Yeah. So everyone
MLB on Fox messed up.
So everyone on the Twins besides Joe Ryan and Byron Buxton got traded. I was like, damn it, I really wanted Joe Ryan. And then of course we got Steven Matz from the Cardinals when I really wanted Merrill Kelly. So Crochet.
What are you gonna
do? Well, we're kind of hoping Dustin May can be the 2020 World Series champion pitcher that the Dodgers had. Because if that's the case, and he becomes like the 2023 Dodgers before he went down with the Tommy John surgery, we might have to put Richard Fitz back in the rotation and put him in the bullpen, or we might have to put in Steven Matz in the rotation, and I don't even know how Steven Matz is.
Yeah, hey, but your Red Sox are playing pretty well, man. You guys
They
are.
are.
You got that second wild card so far. I mean,
I
let's see what happens.
I gotta say, I'm really loving Alex Bregman here in Boston, and I'm really loving Garrett Crochet here.
Yeah.
My main worry is Bregman gonna opt out at the end of this year, and because we haven't even given him a contract extension yet, and I don't know what's gonna happen with Garrett Crochet at the end of the season, and Chapman might be a free agent, so I'm hoping we re-sign him. But I'm just happy that we're 4 games back of the Toronto Blue Jays, and I really hope they continue to suck.
There you go. Fair enough, man. I can understand that. Right on.
Question for you guys, especially Armand. If Diaz continues to do what he did against the Giants today, do you guys see the Mets manager moving Helsley to the closer role? Because
No.
that guy can really close out games in the in New York.
What
I don't
say
think
you,
they'll
Armin?
move Helsley to the closer's role, but when Diaz, if they're both not used in the same game, let's say Diaz is used, the next game it will be Helsley games to close. That's what they're gonna do. Diaz, remember, we got swept by the Padres and we did not use Diaz at all. So Diaz had technically, because we were off yesterday, technically we didn't use him for 3 days. He was off for 4 days. So when a closer is off for 4 days, they're going to be rusty. Diaz is a guy that likes to be used every day.
Oh, hey, trust me, I know that very well with Aroldis Chapman. We don't use him for like 2 or 3 days, and then all of a sudden he's, Speaking of the Padres, did you guys see what Mason Miller did today in his Padres debut?
Yeah, didn't he amp it up to 103 or something like that?
103, 103 miles per hour.
Mets, I'm telling you, they emptied the clip to go after the Dodgers. They emptied the damn clip. It's going to be interesting to see what the Padres do here in the NL West. Look, if the Giants ain't going to do something, all right, I'll root for the damn Padres to take out the Dodgers.
I gotta root for the Padres anyways because Bogey's there. That's the only reason why I'm rooting for the Padres.
Gotcha. Bogarts, got it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of former Dodgers over here on the West Coast, man. A lot of them. Mookie, Bogarts, Devers.
Pavetta, we got Pavetta's on the Padres.
Yeah. My
But
goodness.
I'm happy for them. Eric, I told you this when Devers got traded. I'm happy for him. I really am. I know he's not the problem in San Francisco, and I know Willie Thomas is not the problem in San Francisco, and I know people are starting to get really pissed off about him. Kyle, here's my question for you. Do you think that Devers can amp it up again before September?
Yeah, I think he can. He's got a clear back of the baseball card. He's a top 10 hitter in the game. He's gonna get back to being Rafael Devers.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I think so too.
I'm not worried about that. Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about that at all. I feel bad for him that he struggles, but but he's been in Boston for 8 years, guys. 8 years.
He was the face of your guys' franchise, right?
Yeah. Oh, and Seattle just walked off Texas, so.
Oh, did they?
They did, yeah.
Man. Both of those, look, in the AL West, they went nuts. Astros, Astros, Rangers, and Mariners. They all, even the damn Angels went out there and bought. I don't understand.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm happy for Correa. I'm happy that I'm happy he's back in Houston. I'm not happy that we have to face him, but I'm happy he's back in Houston.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad with that. You know, it's maybe he just wants to finish out his career in Houston, you know, and he still has a little bit left in the tank. I guess did he play third base? Is that what he's playing?
Yeah,
he's playing third base, yes.
Interesting.
Because Isaac Paredes is out for the year.
Right. And then maybe next year they still have Isaac next year, right?
Yeah, they have him under club control.
The plan for them is Isaac is probably going to play second base, Correa is going to play third, and Altuve is going to probably be their DH until Alvarez gets back.
Gotcha. And then maybe next year I don't know what you do with, maybe you put Correa over at second. I don't know, but then you got
to. They'll have Altuve at second.
You want to keep Altuve at second, right? But he's the DH right now, though, right?
Because they traded for Sanchez from the Marlins.
They did, yeah. They got Jesus.
That's right.
I mean, they could move Sanchez next year to right field and platoon him with Cam Smith, Altuve in left field with Paredes at second.
I I honestly think the infield for the Astros next year is going to be Walker at first, Paredes at second, Pena at shortstop, and Correa at third.
Interesting. All right. Hey, Justin, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no
We'll
worries.
catch you on the next one, buddy. Hey, appreciate you, buddy. All right. Whoa. What happened there? There we go. I don't know what the hell happened there. All right, let's talk about this. Actually, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. If it comes up, whatever. Here, let's do this. Jim, I still say Devers is playing through an injury. Could be, right? Could be playing through an injury. Players don't want to sit. They want to go out there and they want to contribute, especially in a big trade. You don't want to – they know they're getting paid the big bucks. And, if they want to compete, there's these guys want to compete. And they want to show that they can contribute to the team. So, yeah, I could see that happening. I could see him fighting through something. Maybe next year he's going to be a little bit different. What say you, Kyle?
I think that he looked noticeably better coming out of the All-Star break. And, I mean, watching every day, it's sort of tough day to day to see
it is
change. So maybe I'll go back and watch some of that Toronto series and compare it with his swing now and his play now.
And you know what's weird?
But I haven't noticed anything.
He got that base hit off of Halsey 100 miles an hour. And he just freaking killed it to right field. So his bat speed's there. It's just who knows what it could be. It's strange, right? A little bit strange, but I think
he struck out 4 times tonight.
Struck out 4 times, and then the 5th at bat, that's when he lined a 100-mile-per-hour fastball into right field. So, and he's pulling it. He pulled a 100-mile-per-hour pitch. So, I mean, he can't be that hurt. If he could swing, maybe it's when he's running. I don't know. He's playing first base, and ever since he had that crazy game at first base, he's actually kind of locked it down. You haven't really seen anything crazy at first base. He only had that one weird game, but what are you going to do? Just got to keep throwing him out there. So we'll see what happens
next year for you guys.
I don't know. It's a good question. Now, I think there's been a little confusion. He likes to play out in the field, right? Right. And there's nothing wrong. But does that mean he will never want a DH? I don't think that's what he's saying. He says he likes to play, but he's going to do whatever the team wants him to do. So if they need him to play first base, I think he'll play first base. If they need him to DH, I think he'll DH. It's going to be up. Now, that's the Giants' decision, right? It's not his decision. It's up to the Giants on where they're going to play him.
They just have to be transparent with him.
And that's the thing. There you go. And that's the key, Armand. Buster Posey, without a doubt in my mind, is going to communicate to him, hey, Rafi, this is what we wanted. This is the plan going forward. Want you to know what's going on. As long as you do that, I think he's going to be just fine, right? Just because he comes out and says, yeah, I like to play out in the field, doesn't mean that he's not going to ever DH. I don't think that shouldn't be a question. The guy's a ball player, and he wants to play. I think the issue with the Boston stuff is you hear all the reports coming out of Boston. Oh, this guy, he's this and he's that. He doesn't want to do nothing, blah, blah. Look, you're just hearing their side of it. And did you ever hear Devers come out and talk shit? Never did, right?
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Because I
don't remember him saying anything.
When Cassis got hurt, and then the stuff came out.
No. I'm talking about when he came to San Francisco.
The only thing is, he said he
just said he's happy.
He was happy when I think people from Boston, when he said, "I'm willing to play anywhere for the Giants," they kind of took that as a shot towards them in Boston. So they kind of got like a negative feeling, like, really?
And that's pathetic because that's sour grapes. To me, that's sour grapes, man. Get out of here with that. You're just pissed off because you guys mishandled him. And hey, it was Boston's decision to give him up for nothing. You guys wanted to clear off your books of a guy, listen to this, a top 10 hitter, right? A top 10 hitter in the league, and you're just going to give him up because you don't want to pay the money. And to me,
I don't think John Henry ever wanted to pay him. When Xander Bogaerts signed with San Diego, before he signed that deal with San Diego, he went to Boston and the ownership and said, here's the offer I have from San Diego. Can we come to some sort of deal? Can you match it? Can you even come close? They said no. Once that came out that he was going to San Diego, everything 180 in Boston. The fans on social media, the radio up there, the reporters up there started killing John Henry because he wasn't spending money. John Henry got killed for the Mookie Betts deal because he forced Hiram Bloom, who's now in St. Louis, he forced him to trade Mookie Betts, and he forced him to attach David Price's contract to Mookie Betts, which is why they didn't get a good return. That was so when John Henry was getting killed publicly on social media and on Boston sports radio and national radio, baseball radio, MLB Network, everywhere, he had to do something to change the narrative. And going into that season was going to be Devers' last year. He was going into his walk year.
Right.
So to get everybody off his back, he decided to pay Rafi Devers.
Gotcha. So basically, he felt pressure to do it just to alleviate
to get people off his back. It's like when the Wilpons owned the Mets. The only way the Wilpons would actually spend money is if the fans on social media or called into WFAN or the radio host on WFAN or the reporters like the John Heymans of the world, the journalists in the newspapers went after them and criticized them for not spending money. Basically, you have to criticize them publicly day after day, week after week, month after month to get these owners to spend money. A lot of them don't want to spend money.
Right. Hey, Crash, hate to say this to you. That's a bad take, my friend. Dude did not click with his teammates. How do we know that? How do we know that? Were you in the clubhouse in Boston? Giants record since Devers became a Giant. You think the Giants' woes are because of Rafi Devers? No. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. The entire team played like ass. The pitching started falling apart. The hitting was non-existent. It wasn't Devers that was 0 for 23 with runners in scoring position because they wanted to get rid of the money, Crash. That's why. Why do you think? They don't want to pay the guy. What did they get in return? They got Hicks and Harrison and freaking, who was the other guy? Tibbs, Hicks. No, there was another guy in there too.
Jose Bello.
Because you can't place a win-loss record because of one guy. That makes no sense. Teams get hot, teams get cold. That doesn't make sense. You cannot pin that on one guy. That makes absolutely no sense. Why did they get rid of him? Because they didn't want to pay $280 million plus. That's why. The Giants took on all of it. This is ridiculous. You got a top 10 hitter at a discount price. And we're going to bitch about it. That makes no sense. If you want to bitch about the team sucking, well, blame the whole team. Because nobody was getting anything done. Come on. It's stupid to go out there and say, oh, the team is doing bad because they got Devers. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, the Boston's doing better because they got rid of Devers. No, it's baseball. Teams get hot, teams get cold. That's all it is, man.
So I have a little bit of a different take going back to what they're going to do with Devers next year. My opinion is that they're not teaching Rafael Devers first base for the next 2 months just so that the next 7 years of his contract that he DHs, and Matt Chapman isn't going to go anywhere. So
correct.
You also don't want to put Bryce Eldridge at DH. So my opinion on what they should do, and hopefully what they're planning on doing, is getting Bryce Eldridge some time in left field, because we don't have the greatest left fielder, if we haven't noticed. But I would start getting him some time in left field. He played left field in high school. He said in spring training that he would like to play the outfield. So if you put him in left field, you can have a lineup where the core of the lineup is something like Ramos, Devers, Adames, Eldridge, Chapman, and you've got yourself a pretty good lineup if you pad it with a right fielder who can hit leadoff.
And I'll tell you, I like what you're saying, because the potential for Eldridge is there, right? There's no doubt about it. I think he just has to cook a little bit more. He's got to marinate. He's not quite. The thermometer is in there, but it's not quite to 165 on the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Not quite there. Let him freaking figure it out, because then when he comes up as a San Francisco Giant, he is here to stay and to do some damage for the San Francisco Giants. That's what I want. I don't want him to come up and just be like, whoa, that's a little bit too much for me. Because look, it's a huge jump. No one can deny that going from AAA to the major leagues is a massive jump. It's just a totally different situation. So I want him to be excelling in AAA before they make, because even when you excel in AAA, it doesn't always mean it's going to translate into MLB. But we all have our hopes for him, because look, it lengthens the lineup, right? If his bat's going to play, then find that guy a damn position, whether it's first base or whether it's the outfield. He's got to be in there somewhere if indeed his bat is going to continue to play, because man, the Giants need someone. Because right now, right field is an abyss. Right field is up for grabs. We have no idea who the future right fielder is going to be. Second base, maybe it could be Schmidt. He had a nice double today. Keep giving him that run, right? Just keep giving. He's got 2 months, right? And you give him that 2 months, and then maybe he shows something. If he doesn't show something, well, then maybe the Giants got to address second base as well. But your potential, right? Your potential for a spaceman is Eldridge. Don't know yet. Your right fielder is up for grabs. You know what? If you want to upgrade left field, if you want to put Ramos next year as a DH, you could do that as well, right? You could do that as well. So there's different ways that the Giants can go about this. So it's going to be interesting.
They've also shown that they very poorly understand how to integrate prospects into the major leagues. It's the yo-yoing, the platooning, the benching, everything is, none of that can happen with Eldridge. When he comes up, he needs to be in the lineup in one place every single day.
I agree. Yes, 100%. Jim says, Eric, if it's so hard, explain Will Clark. Come on, Jim. How many Will Clarks have there been in the history of the MLB? Right? How many that are special? Right? They're just special. It's maybe they're born with it. They have these traits that nobody else has. There's guys out there that just can excel for whatever reason, right? They're just very good at what they do. Is every outfielder a Barry Bonds? No. Is every pitcher a Nolan Ryan? No.
They're trying to be. They're trying to. They're trying to be.
Is every catcher a Buster Posey? No, there isn't. I mean, there's just some guys that have it, man. But that is not the norm. That's the exception. That's it. That's all I have to say about that, Jim. Hopefully that answers your question. Did I see? Yeah, Matt, go rewind the show about a half hour ago. I played some epic rants from Yankees fans. Webb, and that's the benefit. Oh, yes, Webb 47. And that's the beauty of Bryce Eldridge, right? He's only 20, man. He's a kid. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
okay
not even
if
saying
they
that he
wait a
needs
little
to
bit, right? It's
be
okay.
in the opening day starting lineup. He can come up in
That's
June
true.
next year.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, if they have to give him some more time in AAA next year, that's fine. He's only 20, man. Let's not put too much. Look, let's talk about this. When Bryce Eldridge is called up for the San Francisco Giants, it is going to be huge. There's going to be an enormous amount of pressure on the guy, right? So anything you could do to alleviate unnecessary drama, so to speak, you do that. Because when he comes up, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny. Guarantee it. He goes out there and he has a game where he's striking out all over the place. Well, people are going to turn. That's what fans do, man. Fan bases do that. Period. It just happens. Look at the grief that Devers is getting from the San Francisco fan base. I mean, he's catching some strays that are unfounded. So don't tell me that if Eldridge comes up and he scuffles, that there won't be whispers and talking about, oh, this guy's a wash, this guy's a bum, whatever. It's going to happen.
Same
sucks.
with Buster Posey, for crying out loud.
Right. Exactly. Come on. Anyways. Ball Boy comes in, says a great win tonight for you guys. Just don't know if McRae, I don't think he is. As of now.
Well, it's
Maybe
only one game.
I know,
so
but we got to go.
let's see
I'm
how he
also
looks when he
using
gets
last
in
year.
there.
I'm using
Yeah.
last year too. Yes, he's got power. Yes, he's got speed. Yes, he has a glove. But do you want to have Yaz version 2.0? And when you get to the bat or when you get to the plate, well, it's going to be more than likely a strikeout rather than a ball going over the fence, so to speak. Look, I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm just saying we need to see more. And look, he's going to have 2 months worth of a look between McRae and Matos. Let's see if any of these guys, quote unquote, grab the bull by the horns and not let go. Well, then, hey, we got our answer in right field. If neither of them can do it, well, we got that Drew Gilbert in AAA. And you know what? To your point, Kyle, we may see him. Armand, you're saying he's kind of like a fourth outfielder, right? That Drew Gilbert kid.
Griff's has him as a fourth outfielder.
Do you think they did that because of his injury or just that's who he is?
His injury history has to do with it, but also like his bat is sporadic. He was mostly known more for defense. Not a lot of pop. Recently, he's been raking, and he's been scouted to be more of a corner outfielder guy, not a center fielder.
That's fair because we got our center fielder in Lee. So we don't really need a center fielder. We need a corner outfielder. So,
and like I said, like he's Rule 5 eligible. So
he has to be on the 40-man.
He has to be on the 40-man. So I didn't think McRae was going to get the shot. I thought Gilbert would have gotten the shot first for this season just to see what happens. I don't know. Maybe Posey wants to see what he does in Sacramento.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think so.
He makes a decision in September to put him on the 40-man to give him a shot as a September call-up.
Yeah, maybe. Here, matter of fact, let me take a look at something here. Where's it at? Here we go.
So while you're looking that up, I've got a couple thoughts. First, with Luis Matos and Grant McRae, there was a really interesting interview that Kyle Haynes did a couple weeks ago, something like that. And he said that he has been working on a two-strike approach with Grant McRae, and he's been working on Luis Matos using the entire field, which I think we all agree is what they both need to do to become successful big leaguers. Like,
yes,
I'm self-proclaimed president of the Luis Matos fan club, but if he's not coachable, if he's not going up there, when you watch his at-bats, he doesn't look like he's going up there trying to use the whole field. He looks like he's trying to pull it over the left field fence still.
Exactly.
And that might be just what a 23-year-old does who's trying to make a name for himself. But if he's not going to be coachable, then he's not going to hit his ceiling. And McRae, if he's not willing to be coachable and just use a two-strike approach and get the ball in play, he's not going to reach his ceiling. So it's interesting to see we've called into question the respect that the team has for the coaching before. It'll be interesting to see if either of those develop.
Yeah. I tell you what, here, give me a minute, guys. I'm going to go warm up the coffee. Talks amongst yourselves. Mike, I'm going to answer that question when I come back.
And speaking of like what you brought up, Kyle, about like them working with McRae and Matos, like fans are very impatient. Like when you hear players say like they're changing their approach of like, you know, spraying the ball, it takes time. You might not see it. You know, you might see it sporadically for the next 2 months where they're inconsistent with it, but they're still working on it day after day. Even in the offseason, they might be working on it.
That's true.
Case in point, I've had arguments with friends about Justin Turner because he was a Met before he was a Dodger. And he made all those adjustments and became one of the best players in baseball when he left us, went to the Dodgers. They're like, man, the Mets should have re-signed him. I said, he sucked with us. I tell them, go look at his numbers with us. I said the adjustment he made, he started in the September with the Mets at the end of the season. It was inconsistent, but you kind of could see the adjustment he made. He had all offseason to work on it. The Dodgers took a lottery ticket flyer on him for 1 year. It worked out for them. Then they had to re-sign him, and it still worked out. It could have been for one whole season. It worked out, and case in point, but it good for him. Like, you know, fans, we got to be patient, like it or not. Like when players are making adjustments to their swings, to their approach, like it's going to take time to really see it be consistent.
Here we go. Why are we talking about Bryce getting called up tomorrow? Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Time for the daily
Eldridge Watch.
Look at this. Eldridge, 1 for 5, 2 strikeouts, batting .227. Sacramento Rivercats. The guy who is going to get called up is the guy hitting right behind him. The guy who was cleaning up for the Rivercats. Encarnacion went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, batting .317 with a .975 OPS. Encarnacion will be the call-up if there is anything wrong with Flores. If Flores has to hit the IL, Encarnacion is going to come in. Period. That's the guy who's coming up. Eldridge is not going to come up this year. I just don't see it. Even a September call-up, I just don't see it. I just don't. So Encarnacion, I think they've been waiting for a spot for him to actually come up. So, but that's what's going to happen. Guaranteed. He's on the 40-man. They don't have to make any a 40-man roster move. It's going to be Encarnacion. Do we want to see that? I don't know. Whatever. He's got a bat. Right? You can't argue, but where do you put him? I don't want him at first base. We saw him a couple of times at first base this year, and it was pretty.
They'll DH him and have Devers at first.
DH him and have him at first. Yep. Exactly. And then when there's time, and then when Dom Smith has to play first, then you'll, I guess, no. Maybe he'll be in right field. Right.
No, he'll be on the bench, Encarnacion. He'll be on the bench, and Devers will DH, and Dom will be in at first.
Correct. And then we'll have to see. But yeah, Encarnacion will be. I think Encarnacion is definitely the next man up. Matter of fact, let's look. Is there any news, guys? Did Alex tweet any? Did anyone tweet anything as far as?
Did they announce a pitcher for tomorrow for the Giants? Because I
think it's Kai Wai Tang. Pretty sure it's Kai Wai Tang. Here, matter of fact, let's look on ESPN. Nothing from Pavlovich about the status of Wilmer Flores. MLB schedule tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, it's
Kai Wai Tang against Kodai Senga. Kai Wai Tang, and who's going to pitch Sunday? I bet you it's Wisenhunt.
It is Wisenhunt.
It's Wisenhunt against Frankie Montas. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Thank God I got SummerSlam.
What day are you going? tomorrow.
I'm
And
going both days. I got the 2-day combo pass. I'm
nice.
going.
Where is it
tomorrow.
at then? Where is it going to be at?
MetLife Stadium.
MetLife Stadium. Oh, outside.
Yeah. First ever SummerSlam. That's 2 nights.
Oh, no kidding. What are they taking a playbook out of WrestleMania where they go, what, 3?
Well, the company that started doing a big show 2 days in a row was New Japan. They did they had like their version of WrestleMania is called Wrestle Kingdom, and they started to do 2 nights, and like for 3 years it's very popular. So then WWE realized the popularity with wrestling fans. They realized they can make a lot of money, so they decided to make WrestleMania 2 nights. The last time WrestleMania was 1 night was 2019 at MetLife Stadium.
Real quick, I'm gonna diverge this a little bit. How do you like the writing of wrestling today? Do you like it or do you hate it? Storylines.
It's very tough for storylines. Like I want better characters, better gimmicks from wrestlers.
Okay, fair enough. I can understand that.
It's like unless you're fighting for a title, you're gonna get some sort of cheesy storyline.
Yeah,
like,
that's dumb.
Know,
that's dumb. I like the dude. That's why I like the stuff in the past, man. Stuff in the past is great. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get ready to close it down here. Kyle, thanks for coming on for a bit. Armand, as always.
Thank you for letting me rant.
Absolutely.
Next, stop sucking offensively.
Nice.
And this is Nimmo, Lindor, Soto, Alonso, the Fab Four, what our owner called it on July 8th. Since June 13th, Lindor and Alonso are 2 of the worst hitters. They have like under 200 batting averages.
Wow. Holy God, we got Nostradamus with 2 of them. All right, buddy. Kyle, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, there was Armand and Kyle joining the show for a little bit. Appreciate you guys. It's fun, man. Love bringing guys on and talking some freaking baseball, right? It's good stuff, man. And guys, when I put out the link, guys are happy to join, man. Love talking ball. Not going to get after you unless you come with some stupid shit. All right, hold on. Let me do this. Give me a minute here. Where do I want to go? Let's go here. Nostradamus, SFG prophecies. A year now gone, yet still they stand. The historian and the orator with voices grand. Through highs and lows, they steer the orange flame. May another year be kind for our beloved game. Happy anniversary, Eric and Glenn. Thank you, Nostradamus. Thank you, sir. Your second one. The orange thinned by a deadline's decree. To Gotham's gate they march. Defiant and Boozer cast. And the villain met his fate. Revenge best served cold on an empty plate. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I love it, dude. Let's crank this up. Man, that was awesome. Woo! Woo! All right. Where am I here? Where am I? What am I looking for here? No. Okay. All right, where are we at? Reminds me of the old Call of Duty lobby. It does, doesn't it? Man, I used to play the crap out of some Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The best storyline. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm not saying anything that no one knows. Nothing. It's nothing people don't know already. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Those were the days, man. Gosh dang. I used to play the shit out of that. A little bit too much. A little bit too much. All right, what else we got here? I'm getting ready to close it down. Okay, nothing else. Thanks, Shardall. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. All right. Again, thanks to Armand. Thanks to Kyle Soder. Mike Val, he joined for a little while. Justin, he came in for a little bit. That was awesome. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, Giants win in extras, 4-3. We have a new closer in Randy Rodriquez. In that last at bat was fantastic. Fastball, 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 fastball. Finished him off with a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Guy swung through it, and the Giants win. All right, guys, let's see what happens. Maybe it's a start of something. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Tomorrow, again, Kai Wai Tang takes the mound for the Giants. Going up against Kodai Senga, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So let's see what happens. Let's take it a game at a time. Take it a game at a time. And you never know. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And we'll be back here tomorrow night. Do it all over again. See, maybe they get another win. Maybe they don't. See what happens. All right, guys, be good. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.